Iba. You already know the name. So let's get into it. Tey nag li ñuy waxtaane mooy diggante góor ak jigéen. What are your expectations if you're in a relationship with a guy or a woman? Parce que ku nekk rek booy dugg ci dara am na lu tax nga ciy dugg. So if my intention to be with you is to have a lifetime relationship with you, but I never get the chance to communicate that to you, or I never communicated that to you. And probably you, on the other hand, your intentions are different. You're not even thinking of settling down. Probably you just want to have fun, or you're just passing time. Between the two of us, somebody is going to get really hot. Somebody is going to get it. Because we would be disappointed, especially for the person that is expecting a long-term relationship, somebody who is expecting marriage out of that relationship. And who would you blame? Who is to be blamed in this situation? It could be both of you. It could be just one. If my intentions are to be married to you or have a long-term relationship with you, and I never communicated that to you, how would you know? But there's this notion in our community, well, in our African thinking, is that jigéen bu nekk rek boy génn ak góor war na la mun a takk. It doesn't always work out that way. Mun nga génn ak nit in a relationship doesn't mean you guys are gonna get married, even though that's what society thinks should happen. But is that what is going to happen? 9 out of 100, no, it does not happen that way. And part of the problem is the lack of communication. Many of us do communicate non-verbally. We don't do verbal communication. Instead, we think you will be able to figure it out without us saying a word. But sometimes that's a mistake we all do, and we're all guilty. So if you're in a relationship with a person, from the get-go, make sure you know what their intentions are, whether it's the man or the woman. Make sure you know each other's intentions. Because if I'm coming at you to ask you out, I might have a reason for doing so. Either I like you so much that I just want to be with you because you're beautiful, you dress well, or maybe because you're fun to be around, or I just need company. I just want to have fun. In another hand, maybe I just want to spend the rest of my life with you. Probably you might not be able to know that on the first meeting. You would not know if this is a person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. But after weeks, months, year, I mean, come on, you should be able to know if that person is the right person or not. Well, that gis nga sa bopp spending the rest of your life with this person. Why gis nañ fi ñoo xamante ne they'll be in a relationship for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, they're still in a relationship. Oh, we're trying to know each other. Binyo jika karangola, like the Mandinko will say. For how long are you gonna know jiko karango? Something you don't know, within a month. Months, rather. A year, 2 years, 3 years, you still don't know. Then when are you going to know? We've seen people get married within 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Because you know why? From the start, they know this was the person for me. From the moment they set their eyes on them, they know this is the person I can deal with, or this person is my soulmate. That does happen to people. Some people are very lucky, some are not. So if you're those unlucky people, I would just say unlucky people for lack of a better word, you need to communicate. As a woman, if a guy comes at you and said that they like you and want to go out with you and all that, if you like the person, please do, by all means. But make sure you have that communication with the person. Whether that would be few weeks after going out with the person, te nga xam ne kii doy na ma, ask the right questions. Hey, we've been hanging out for a while now. I just want to just throw it out there in a conversation. I just want to know what your intentions are. What do you plan between us? Where do you see yourself, or where do you see our relationship within 6 months or a year from now? If that person is looking for a long-term relationship, he will tell you. And if he's playing games with the answer and didn't tell you anything, still be patient. Ask the question again, probably 2 weeks or a month after. Just so you know where you stand. Because as a woman, you don't have much time. Your time is very limited. Make use of that time, little time that you have. Ask the right questions. Don't waste your time. Sometimes we have this fear of saying, oh, bumako laje if you say, wala wako if you say, they definitely I'm desperate, well, I'm eager to settle down, well, I'm a gold digger, wala ni, wala nele. It doesn't matter what they think about you. And sometimes your instincts or your imaginations can be wrong. Probably if you ask, he will not even think that way. He might not. But that's not your problem. Put yourself first. Sama boppa mala ginal du bañ na la. So you have to put yourself first. Put your interest forward. Ask him. And probably you will get the answer you're seeking for. And the same applies to a man. If you come at me asking me out, I want to know from that moment what your plan is. Are you asking me out just because you want to have a buddy to hang out with? A playmate? Or what? Use that chance, that opportunity to tell me, I really like you. I want to go out with you. And my intentions are pure for a long time. I want to have a long-term relationship with you, a future with you. But I want to get to know you. Start the conversation like that. Agur na gore way. That's the real thing to do. But I've seen this video online on TikTok where a guy was talking about men not being grateful to women. And his simple reason is, and I see the sense in his argument, is that góor ñi dañuy génn ak jigéen te fekk amuñu benn intention pour sëy ak ñoom. Amuñu benn intentions to have a long-term relationship with the person. Why didn't la tardel, drag their feet, keep going out with you, traveling with you, doing stuff with you? But they will never marry you. Instead, bu takk jotee dañuy romba dem takk keneen. Would you blame the man or would you blame the woman? It's debatable. If a man is going out with you, te musula wax ne mom sey moko taxa jóg. Yow mi jigéen, you become so naive. You did not ask the question and you just have it in your head. Ah, kii de mun naa amu takama. Did it? Laajteel. Parce que bëgg nga xam. Parce que li gëna metti mooy góor tardel la. Jël sa temps. Di defanteeg yow lu nekk nag ndeysaan. Bu paree romba la fa dem takk keneen. Ñaaw na. Waaye tamit am nañ ci responsibility as women. Bu fekkee ne yow da nga ñëw ci man laaj la question yi ma la war a laaj dinaa ci xam lu leer ndax yow toog moo la tax a jóg wala yow da nga ñëw rek pour yurundoo dem te su boobaa dinaa xam ni may jëflanteeg yow waaye bu ma la laaju dara ma bàyyi la rek ci biir noonu dundee yaakaar ne kii de bés dina ñëw dina ma taka ah bu fekkee gore na war na laa mun a taka waaye du ñëppay doxalee noonu so yow mi nga xamante ne yaay ndey mbile bi make sure you ask the questions. So muy góor muy jigéen ñun ñëpp dañ am part of responsibility. Why I nekk 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, all that in the name of trying to get to know each other. Te lii na nag bëgg naa ngeen xam ko. Nit ki bu bëggul nga xam ko doo ko mës a xam. Di ngeen dëkk ci benn néeg benn lal sax bu bëggul nga xam ko rek doo ko mën a xam nit dafa lëndëm. So taking a relationship itself is a risk. Parce que da ngay gis sax jigéen boy seyal wala góor boy seyal 10 years mu ngi am jenn jikko yu laaxu ci moom doo ko musa xam ba after that 10 years nga gis ñuy soofees nga naan ah diw di dafa changé diw di léegi jikko bu bees la am te fekk jikko yaa ngi fa de waaye musoo ko gis ci moom waaye fu mu nekk àgg na ci koona boo xamante ne mu ngi lay won moom mooy kan su moo tax ma ne pour xam doomu aadama dafa lëndëm dangay gëm yàlla rek xam ne lii moom bàyyi rek ma seey si wala lii la ma yàlla booleel waaye lépp ci communication bi lay commencé from the get go from the beginning xamal li nga bëgga. What I keep talking about self-love, it doesn't only mean dressing nice, eating good, and traveling and living a fancy life. No. It also means putting your interest forward, knowing what you want, and go for it. Why tey bu fekkee ne yow da nga toog rek samba ñëw tey mu génnee nga dem mu jëndal la reer yóbbu la nga añ dem ba ñëw the same thing. So nga ne danga seet between those two or those three kan moo la ci gënal my sister di nga yàgg di tànn de parce que leena dafa am yàlla daf ñu ko may boy gis nit melokaanam ak jikkoom bu ndaw wala wax ak moom sax war ngaa xam ndax kii doon na koo xamante ne dinaa mun a dem ak moom wala duma mun a dem ak moom am nañu yàlla may loolu waaye bu benn jigéen nangu góor di drag fitam for almost months years musul la wax sax lu dem ci mbiri takk. If they don't tell you, ask them. If they don't give you a straight answer, my sister, take a walk. Find someone that will value you and marry you. Because jigéen comme ni ñu koy waxee suñu làkk jigéen taaram mooy sëy waaye tamit ñun amuñ temps bu góor ñi am. Góor mun naa takk ba ñeent góor mun naa am téeméeri at ba tey mu nuru ndaw waaye ñun suñ at yi dañuy àgg yenn at yoo xamante ne buñ ko amee rek they already refer to mère bi rawatina soo amee ay doom mère bi dafa bari wax mère nii mère na le we already owe. So before we get to that time, we want to make use of our youthful time and let us not allow just one man to snatch away that little time we have. And I'm not saying this to say that you will be with a person for 1 year or 2 years and the person will never marry you. No. Some cases, the person will still come around and marry you. But what I'm saying, 99% will never come back to marry you. Instead, they've already wasted your time. So make hay while the sun's fine. That's what I'm saying. Put the information out there. Communicate. And don't be afraid to be judged. If that person is good, that guy is going to look at you as a desperate woman or desperate person for marriage. I mean, let him. But that's on them, not you. And if you're that guy, you want to settle with that woman, and they're telling you, oh, may ma time ma xalaataat ko, may ma time ma lii xamal ne xale bu jigéen boobu muy ci leneen. Gis nga jigéen bu buggee du xalaat sa xaaral ma xalaataat ko. Fi nga koy waxee balaa nga koy daaneel dina fekk mu ne la yes. Waaye ñun jigéen ñi ñu bari bu la ne may ma time oh dama ko xalaataat wala lii mu di la indil ay stories ay benke ñenke fele wala di indi ay créer ay problème yu ndaw fekk mu ngi ut num cee génnee and she cannot tell you straight up ne aw ma ci interest waaye mu ngi ut ay excuse. My brother, go find somebody else who is ready. Degala is important to know the person you're gonna spend the rest of your life. I'm not disputing that. But I don't think you need a full 1 year, 2 years, 3 years to know that person before you make up your mind. You don't need that much time. So you should be smart in knowing this person I am going to approach. Te matter of fact, the world is so global that you will find out anything you want to find out. You will know a lot of things that you want to know about a person. Whether it's the way they write on social media, whether gars yi dañ nekk ñoo xamante ne dañuy defante social media bés bu nekk ñu tegal somebody Bercy, ni ñuy photo, ni ñuy solo, everything is out there. So based on that nag kooku noonu politique rek moo ko ñor bés bu nekk mu génn di sànni wante kàddu ñeneen loolu yëpp dañ ko xam. So based on those little things, I'm not saying that tells a lot about a person, but you can tell by somebody's action how they really are, because it shows their true color. So based on the little things you see, give it a chance and talk to the person. Ngeen génn ñaar ñetti yoon ñeneenti yoon nga xool whether in real life that's how that person is. If that's the case, my sister, that my brother, that person will never change for anything, and vice versa. Sometimes that people change, especially when they're growing older. The attitude change. You bari dañ koy rus, you bari dañ koy bàyyi. But until then, are you willing to stick around to wait for that change? Is the question. And if that person is your soulmate, you will not even think about that. You will go for it. So muy góor muy jigéen, let us not waste each other's time. And as you all see, the world before nekk nii, we're trying to be in the new normal. Things are changing. Our lives are changing in a way we never expected. I'm not gonna say, I'm not trying to say life is too short, because we're still here and we want to be here for a while. But time waits for nobody. So if you're gonna stick around, stick around. But if you don't, take a walk. Don't waste my time. And let's be honest to each other. And us as Gambians and Africans, we have a problem with being upfront. Sometimes if you're too upfront and straightforward, people think you're rude. But in reality, that's even the best thing, for you to be straightforward and honest with somebody. And some people just don't know how to take rejection. Mun nga wax góor ne, oh no, I'm not interested. Or amela start di la indil génne sa mbooti di la indil yoo xamante ne sax doo dee xam. Wala dëkkaloo la foo dëkkut frame you sax loolu yëpp gis nañ ko fii. But if that's not you, don't even care what they say. At least you're being honest to the person. So I'm not being biased here. Why suma moromi jigéen si boppam lay wax. Comme like I said, ñun amuñ taabu bari. Suñ time mayuñu ko. Li ñuul si soow ma nag danga koy gis si commencement bi. Waaye bu fekkee ne nuyoo na nga ne no xaaral ma ignore ko rek kii dina changé, wala maybe I'll just wait di dundee yaakaar one day he's gonna tell me he's gonna marry me, wala dina yónnee guru ak yooyu noonu. Sometimes sax yow jigéen dangay nekk di gidda xale bu góor bii ni musoo xam sax benn xaritam, wala musoo gis sax kenn si family members am tey na ngay génn ay months a year, he will never introduce you to somebody koo xamante ni is an important person in his life. Loolu ba tey yaa ngi toog ne damay dundee yaakaar kii dina ma takka. My dear, now he has to value you, teg la place nga yëg sa bopp, nga yëg ne kii de gomewut ma sax, wala kii de bëgg na ma bëgg boo xamante ne lu ma wax bu ma joxee añ bu ma diggee reer xamal ne dina ko def. Why if you don't see any of those and you still dundee yin yaakaar, my sister, you need to wake up. And the same to góor. Dangay gis jigéen buy génn ak góor këram sax ku dem góor bi musu koo xam, bu ñuy daje kër xaritam la koy yóbbu, wala ñu dem nekk si benn looj nii waxtaan, wala dem dina ak yooyu noonu daate, wala mu ñëw ci benn bunti kër pick la op dem nga musu ta dugga seen kër sax. So how in the world are you guys planning to build a future together? We all have a responsibility. And until we start communicating, I mean, honest conversation like what? It will be very hard. We will keep blaming each other. Diw de def ma betray. Diw def ma disappoint. Diw nalela. Diw lila. We call each other names because we're disappointed. Our expectations are not met. But in reality, we disappointed ourselves because we did not have the conversation we needed to have in the first place. Have those conversations with your boyfriends, with people you have crush on, with people you admire. Have those hard conversations with them. Ask them questions. There's nothing to be shy about. Don't be afraid to ask the question. And don't be serious about it. Just put it out there randomly. Hey, we've been going out for months now or for weeks now. I just want to know what your plans are. Where do you see us in the next 6 months or in the next 1 year? I just want to know your intentions. This will give you a chance to either stick around or to walk away. Because dara méttiwul góor bu la utiliser use la for years, for months, romba la fa dem takki sa morom. Fa ñaaw te góor ñaa koy def. Jigéen ñi tamit da ngay gis góor boo xamante ne mu ngi invest ci yow lu bari. Peut-être dëgg la ñaanoo ko parce que góor moom expect nañ bu fekkee ne yaa ngi génn ak jigéen war nga koo mun a toppatoo. Waaye si biir toppatoo boobu noonu nga koy defal lu nekk. Waaye musoo koo wax ne danga ko bugg a takka. Ba one day rek nga ni danga koy takka. Mu ne la man parewuma sëy. And you get disappointed. Your feelings are hurt. You start doing things that you're not even supposed to do, or you're not even thinking because you're just angry. Loolu ñu gis samples yi ni nga xamante ne nit ñi dañuy start di partager nude pictures of people. Some of all those could be lack of communication from the get-go. Vengeance, because yaa ngi mer, you're disappointed. The expectation is not there anymore. So it's high time you start to move away from those things. Nañu waxtaan ci ba muy teel. Bu ñu d'accordé ci kàddu, we move forward. If you know our intentions are different, ku nekk wasalaam. Nga jaar nii ma jaar ne la ñu nekk càmmiñ ak sister. Mu neex ba jàmm ne ñuy. Àdduna dem kanam, Gambi dem ca kanam. Lii rek laa leen amaloon tey on Ladies Stick. Waaye bu ñu ñëwatee beneen yoon dinañ waxtaan ci yeneen anam yoo xamante ne suñ société bi mu ngi koy dudd. Waaye until then, as you all know, it's already New Year's. So enjoy your holiday with your families and have a blessed 2021 if we don't see you again. Until then, take care and stay glued to LSTV1 on our YouTube channel, our website, and on Facebook. Take care and bye for now.